We're ready. We had two good days. Everyone's gonna get their extra shots, get their bodies right. And we'll have another shoot around tomorrow to sharpen up things.
Do you feel? I mean, you guys have played some pretty good ball over these last few games. Do you feel like you've seen the best of what you guys have to offer? Is that kind of thing?
I always feel like there's room for improvement. The more you get to know your teammates and everybody on the same page is easier. But tomorrow's a whole different game. It's a team we haven't faced. They have all these new players, new lineups. So I feel like the coaching staff did a great job these last 2 days. And tomorrow we're gonna refresh it.
Do you guys, when you have to prepare for a game like this, like be a playoff series or anything else, does it change that much more when it's a win or go home scenario?
Oh, of course. No one wants to go home. Everyone wants to keep playing. For the ultimate goal. And tomorrow we're at home. In front of our fans. So it's gonna be a fun one.
With
Dallas is too big lineup. Just how much has that changed your game plan specifically?
We know they switch a lot. They're the second and third team in switches. So that's obviously going to take us out of all of our pick and roll stuff and all that stuff. So we're going to have to find ways to score in other areas. So that's what we've been working on.
And pace, is that part of that as well?
Yeah, of course. We got to go out and run. They have two bigs. As quick as we can get that down the floor, so they're not there blocking shots.
What's the biggest difference when AD's playing at the 4 versus the 5?
He's hovering around the paint. I might think I might go by the big man, but then you got AD coming from behind. So obviously that makes it a lot more difficult. Same thing. We might be in the pick and roll. Zach might go downhill on the pick and roll, but then you got also on the weak side it's AD, not another power forward.
Because of what he has around him with AD, and I know he's only played like 8 games, I think it is, with this group, but is he playing a different role than what you're used to seeing him in LA?
Maybe just more aggressive. He's going out there, taking more shots. We're playing great with him. So that's why it's going to be a team effort for us to try and slow him down.
Will you watch tonight's game against Memphis?
Oh yeah, of course. This is a playoff basketball that you do want to watch.
Obviously, you're preparing for Dallas as a whole, but with AD sort of being the main guy there, do you go back and look at some of his LA film in preparation for this?
We actually didn't. It was just all Dallas film and how they're using him here and trying to learn their tendencies as best possible.
Within defending the half court, I imagine pace is going to be a real big point of emphasis for you. Do you feel like you guys are kind of built for that?
Yeah, we're gonna have to push ourselves. We might have a high pace, halfway through the game or 3 quarters. This is a game where we gotta try and push it throughout the whole game, even in the fourth quarter, because that's where our advantages will be.
You've had a little bit of experience with Kings-Mavs in postseason environments.
Yeah.
What are you expecting from an atmosphere standpoint?
Oh, to be sold out, to be amazing. I'm excited.
With Dallas having that double big lineup, Keegan's guarded up a little bit more this year and improved as a rebounder. How have you seen that growth throughout this season and how it could play a factor tomorrow?
With Keegan?
Yeah.
He's been great. He's been stepping up to the matchup. He's been guarding 4s, 5s, anything he has to, and tomorrow's gonna be another test for us. It's gonna be a team defensive effort.
Anything else?
Thanks.